What is going on, governors? Chisgule here, and today, wait a minute, Chisgule here I am today. We're doing testing with Flavius in the garrison. He'll be the primary commander this time. Last time we had him as the secondary. We're going to do full gear. We're going to be using Zeno secondary, but more importantly, we'll use YSS secondary, and we'll see how it goes. Hope that you're all doing well this morning. I have seen a lot of conflicting reports. Somewhere Zeno Flavius is slaying, and somewhere Zeno Flavius isn't. And I know what we did in my testing. And I'm looking at the stats in the other testing and some of the builds, and I'm like, I don't know why you're getting a very different result than we are. Very confusing. I'm confused. So we'll run it ourselves. And we'll see how it goes. If you like Rise of Kingdoms guides, designed to help you get value, smash your enemies, and see how commanders actually perform, consider subscribing to the channel. I maxed both new infantry commanders the second that they arrived in game. Are you not entertained? And now we're showing you how good they really are. Now, before I jump in game, big shout out to our members and moderators, Soom, Payne, Torjor, and 1254 Lion. Cheers, thank you for being here. Also, big shout out to our legendary guard. Let's friggin' go. And yes, let's actually jump in game and get this started, shall we? There's a lot of preparation that we need you to get done here. Unfortunately, I don't think Cortex is going to be able to join us on voice. And he'll be listening, I think. So I'm going to pop into voice now with Roro, and we're going to get this thing set up. All right, Roro, we're live. Live to the whole universe. Hi. Oh, are you there?
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. I'm fixing a lot of stuff.
Let's go.
The testing.
Yeah, so we're hunting now, Roro and I, for our Cav rally. Oh, King of Armenia just launched a Barb Fort rally. If we can get him. I was like, Koa can't make it, I thought. And then he launched a Barb Fort rally. So maybe we can get Koa?
Yeah, I'll try to ask.
Let's go. I guess I'll... Oh, this Barb Fort rally has a body in it. Okay. Oh, my queues are all full anyways. GG. So I'm going to get things ready on my end here. I'm going to just take off all my gear on all my commanders. See you later, equipment. See you later. And let's get this test set up, shall we? Okay. From here, we're going to get gear onto Flavius. He will be the primary. This was the non-crit. I don't think I can have a dash. Non-crit inf gear that we ran last time. And that was just a placeholder. Obviously, this is just a placeholder for the full set, which is what we really want to test. To see exactly how good it is or isn't. The Moneymaker set right over here, baby. Oh, yes. This is what we're here to see. The iconic set. Right? This is what you're here for? Are you not entertained? I know, right? Flavius YSS, that is exactly what we're here to test. That is exactly what we're here to test. Flavius YSS. We'll do Flavius Zeno. And to do this, we need to revisit the talents here. We switched to this open field build because I wanted to show you all how good he was or wasn't in the open field. We did not find him to be very impressive in the open field. This was the, we'll call it, I don't know, Feral Garrison build. Right? Is there some other flavor of a build here that we should be looking at? I mean, so we clear out this strong clarity open field build. I mean, you could go to Kingsguard, I guess. Right? Like, I don't know here, folks. I don't know. Like, you could hope for full infantry and go for hold the line, but I don't know. Then you can't do a YSS garrison, right? So we need something that's going to work with a YSS garrison. That's what we're going for here. Right? Has to be YSS garrison friendly. You have to take these. These just feel mandatory, right? Theoretically, I could go to Kingsguard if I felt like after using an active skill, increased skill damage. I think that's actually pretty good on this commander, though. Lasts for 6 seconds. I feel like Clarity is a good pickup here. And if I'm getting Clarity, do I have the points for this? I do. I mean, if you... I don't know. We're just coming up with ideas here, right? These points are mandatory. But then, I mean, you could theoretically get Kingsguard. Theoretically. Right? And I don't know what you do about Undying Fury. You're just not participating in that. So just to show what our 2 options are. Right? You could do this build, I guess. I mean, this is good stuff right here. 9% of stats is pretty good. It's just to get it, you're getting no stats over here, and then these are half points. Right? So you could have 3% more stats just from these points. And another 3% of extra stats over here from these points. So you're down 6% of stats already. So Kingsguard is, I don't know. It's not doing much. It's really not. The question is, like, would you rather have the stats or would you rather have the rage? So I think to compare apples to apples, you know, we'll do probably the Feral Garrison build. But I'm just going to ask you all which you would prefer. Feral Nature or Kingsguard? Okay. You think you found the best counter against a Guan CPO at Cyrus Ramses? So you take 70% less skill damage when you have all archers? You know, maybe. I would believe it. I certainly would believe it. What secondary commanders are we testing? Zeno secondary. And we're testing YSS secondary. I don't think there's really anything else really worth testing. Remember, because we are testing a Zeno, or rather a Flavius YSS, I don't really want to go for a build here that pins me into hold the line. Right? I don't want to do that for obvious reasons. I also think the Rage Gen is like way better than people think. It's like actually way better than people think. Even if you overrage a bunch, it's like still really a massive damage boost to have your skills fire off faster. Latent power. I mean, yeah. Actually, okay. Actually, I mean, I would believe it would be worth dropping Undying Fury to get latent power. Actually, I could see that. I mean, if I've already got this much rage going on, like, actually, I could see this being really good. Like, actually really good, with Zeno secondary specifically. Right? Both Zeno has overtime damage, and Flavius has overtime damage. But because we're going to test a YSS variant, I don't think I would do it now. But I see Shadow Dimmy asked that, and it's like, actually, you are not wrong. that will be pretty good. Test Wu, Flavius. Unfortunately, Wu is one of the only commanders I can't go test, because she is one of the only garrison commanders I have not maxed. Speaking of which, we will do Card King for Wu in this stream. So we'll have that covered. Okay. Now, we are currently not in KVK, so you could theoretically migrate to 254. However, unfortunately, we are Imperium, so it would take a ticket to bring you here. So if you are a ticket-worthy player, definitely reach out to our recruiting officers here, and let's get that conversation going, you know? You are a ticket-worthy player. Here we go. 27 crystal keys. Rep them. Okay, no legendary. Ooh, epic material, though. Let's go. Mr. Roro, you need any help from me getting this practice match set up?
Can you check the captain's chat? There's someone volunteering for the XYNEV rally.
Let's go. Checking our captain chat in 254 Discord. Captain's chat. Captain's log. Start date. Oh, yeah. Looks great. Hell yeah. Let's go. Get him in here. I don't know how... If we already started the practice match, can they, like, join the alliance and then we add them, hopefully?
They can join now, then I can add them to the roster of the practice match.
Oh, that's awesome. I wasn't sure if I would have to, like, cancel it and restart it because they weren't in the alliance.
Yeah.
If I do, just let me know, and that's fine. Happy to pay the jumps for that. This is why I bring in my farm to do it, because, like, you know, 1,000 gems, it's like, doesn't seem like much, but you figure I must have done at least 50 to 100 practice matches in my time playing Rise of Kingdoms. It's like hundreds of dollars worth of gems. Much easier to obtain those from 30-day gem supplies, you know, than how I have to obtain them on my main. Do I actually watch Star Trek? Oh, yeah, I watched Star Trek a long time ago. I mean, but like, it was a long time ago, okay? Alright, I'm going to switch up my talent build here before I forget. Stat would just be maximum awkward. Okay, great. It's done. And I'm going to switch up my city theme. This is a no punches pulled test. So we're only going to use 5% tokens. It's going to be a defense token. But full city theme. Best city theme you have. 5% token. Use commander tab. Go all in. Okay. Okay, I think I'm pretty much all set up here. All I gotta do is run home my gathering marches and we're good to go. Hi, Chisgule. I think Gilgamesh Ramses is better than Gilgamesh Nebu against the Zeno Flav. I mean, we could try that. I feel like Nebu has generally been stronger, but you know, I would believe that the skill damage reduction here could be good from Ramses. I'm open to it. We're gonna probably run out of things to test, so sure. Martel, Flavius Garrison, probably insane against the Swarm. Maybe. The problem is that Martel's, like, kind of not amazing these days. You know? Oh, Martel. GG. Okay. Claim all these goodies. And while we're waiting, let's just get Esmeralda done, you know? I'll put a timer up for how long till the practice match starts. Just to make sure people know kind of they're in the right place here. And just double check something real quick. Double checking. You know what's funny? I actually slept in today. I can't remember the last time I slept in. When you're old like me, your body just doesn't sleep in. It just like doesn't work that way. Which is why I was shocked this morning when I got like an extra 2 hours of sleep. I was like, that's amazing. Please do this actually just every day. Lack of AoE in a garrison is extremely bad. You are not wrong that having AoE is important. The thing is that these days people just work around that. And you still get people, but you have the rally lead in one alliance and everybody else in different alliances in the coalition, and the problem is solved. So AoE is not as good as it is, I think, designed to be. For whatever that's worth. Let me get an epic counter up here. How many epics are we going to get? 0 and 0 so far. By the way, how are we looking, Roa? We got enough bodies on both sides here?
I'm not really sure. Let's see.
Because if we don't have enough bodies, we can get people from other alliances to pop over, I'm sure. Were we able to add the person who wanted to jump in from the other alliance?
Right now he's not replying, so I don't know. I don't even think that we could fill the rallies in garrison.
So Cortex, I don't know where he went. He was going to manage this rip. He put out a poll, right?
Yeah, they are all the same. They reacted to all three, most of them. But they're all added to the list, so it'll be fine.
Okay. So we have all the people who applied to his poll. Where is the poll? It's in Wolf
It's
Info?
on, yep.
Okay. Where is that? Oh, nope, that's PR. Wolf Info. Hey. Flavius test. Ah. He did set it up. Okay. Okay. Try to balance out Alley and Garrison side. Okay, let me just put out a message. Need a few more on each side. E5 to help run the test in less than 20 min. Okay. Cool. I put out a ping. Let's see if people react. Frozen said he would join. There we go. All right, Roro, we got a couple people reacting. Oh, a bunch of people. There we go. You start to add them into the various sides.
Yep, just sorting them out right
You're
now.
the best. I appreciate you. Will you try a Honda, Flavius? Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I tried that for open field and it did not work. I wanted it to work. Thank you again, Roro, for the last minute organizing and Cortex for the advanced organizing. We got this. It's gonna work. Okay. Let's actually do Esmeralda. Please don't suck, Esmeralda. I don't know if I even have enough gems to do all of Esmeralda. Gotta buy a bundle. You did Guan Flavius in Ian's Ballads and it destroyed the bosses. In fairness, you could use Dragon Lancer and Centurion and still destroy the bosses. So far, well, okay, one material. GG. GG. Three more epics. Let's go. You want to see Honda Flavius in the Garrison? I don't know about that. Aren't a bunch of the skills for open field only? I mean, I guess we could put Flavius with Honda secondary in a Garrison. Oh, that's a good spin right there. Up to 10 epics. Let's go. 6 on board. Honda Garrison was used on the biggest rally video and it worked versus Nevsky. Are you serious? Wait, but his expertise skill only works for 57 turns, you know? You don't care? We don't care about that? I mean... Oh, wow, that's an awful one. Let's do it again. Please don't suck. Oh, that was much better. 1 Legends. 2 epics. Let's go. That was a bugged rally report that showed Honda as Garrison. Yeah, sounds right. That sounds crazy. Use Constantine? I don't know about that. 2 more epics, up to 14 total. That's not 114. Use Flavius Constantine for the memes. That was very meme worthy. I am always standing yo-yo when I'm streaming. Flava Flav. The ultimate pairing. Flavius CPO in the Garrison? I don't know. There's some things where it's like, bro, if we got time, I mean, I guess we could try some stuff. This is very creative. Okay. Flavius Theo? Actually, we could test that. I don't think it's going to be as good as a YSS, but I'm game. I'm interested. I feel like you'd want to change the talents to do that. That's a really interesting idea. Flavius Caesar, new Garrison meta? I don't think so. I don't think that's where we're headed. I'll throw Constantine as a secondary. I'm game. I just don't think it's going to be very good. 1 epic? This is going poorly. To be honest. Flavius Wuzetian. Yeah, I don't have Wu. It's like one of the few commanders I don't have. Can't wait to fight you in KVK. Hope we cross paths. Cheers. Flavius Richard. No, no, no. Can you imagine? You just rally that with a Gilgamesh. GG. It's game over. That's so bad. Can you test Ramses and Gilga? Probably. Flavius, Theo, you've done in KVK? Really? Anyone tried CPO with CPO? No, you cannot pair them together. Game does not let you. 2 more epics? Okay. Flavius E-Song? Oh, God. I don't think E-Song's where you want to be. Oh, rip. 0. Actual 0. Did you already stop playing Lord of the Rings? I mean, not exactly. We just had a really easy season in the grand scheme of things. And so I did kick back. Very much so in this season. 3 seasons in a row where we win. Let's go. Zeno YSS or Flavius YSS? Well, we'll find out today. World ends if both CPOs are on the field at the same time. Oh, yeah. The world literally ends. It just implodes upon itself. You put the 2 CPOs in the same march. Make a poll asking who wants a legendary Sun Tzu. Okay. Chat's got some interesting ideas here. XY Flav. Flavius YSS should be good when the rally's below 50%. I agree. When the garrison's below 50%? I think you mean. But I agree. Wow. 87% of people want a legendary Sun Tzu in my chat right now. 81%. One epic. I'm getting pretty wrecked here. It's pretty bad. I could do 5, but I'm just going to do 1 time. I got 0 3 spots of legendaries. That's a big rep. Okay. Was this worth it? Probably not. Maybe. Probably not. I don't know. When you factor in the tiered rewards, in a best case, I broke even. Best case. That was pretty bad. Oh, and now I'm super low on gems. Super, super low. I have not been so low in a long time. Sheesh. Roro, how are we looking?
I'm just trying to double check again who's joining. I've almost added everyone that's gonna join us.
Awesome.
But I think the cavalry rally lead is not here.
Okay. I see they're on Discord. Green light, but now they're mobile. I don't know what's going on. Happens to the best of us. I guess things get thrown in the mix last second. Raphael, thank you for the super chat. I finally made it to the top 300 of my kingdom. I understand the requirements of having a minimum kills. Please enlighten me as why there is a minimum deaths. Because if you power up endlessly, the players that do that ultimately are dead weight. So minimum deaths is far more important actually than the minimum kills. This is because, again, if you don't have a minimum deaths requirement, you get power inflation, and power inflation means harder matches. And you get harder matches from people specifically because they didn't kill their troops, which means you will lose to the kingdoms that do have players that kill their troops. So the minimum deaths is far and away the far more important requirement between the two. Because, again, without minimum deaths, you have power inflation. Power inflation leads to harder matchups. In harder matchups, you have more players that actually kill their troops. And you are far, far, far more likely to lose. And the worst part about it is the people that get taxed the most are the ones that actually do kill their troops. So the players that actually drive the success of your kingdom are the ones that get drained the most due to the people that don't actually send their troops to die. So a long-winded explanation for that is the most important part is the dead troop minimum. So thank you for the super chat, and I hope that is helpful as an explanation. If you don't send your troops to die, then you are ultimately, I say you in like the general sense of people who ultimately don't send their troops to die are becoming dead weight as they get to a certain amount of power. That dead weight is carried by the rest of the kingdom. It's bad news. Panda Mikey. On the topic of good news. Hey, welcome to the Elite Guard. Let's get those hype emojis for our new member and a search emoji, see who becomes the next member of the channel. For those that didn't know, you can become a member of the channel for as low as $2 a month, and that gives you access to the emojis, the badges, and your name will be in green, which makes it a lot easier to see that you are chatting. Flavius ramps up when the rally's below 50%. That is correct. Run all these home so that I can actually join the practice match here. Gotta heal my hospital from that Barb Fort rally. Aren't troops supposed to die? 100%. But, Azahawk, first of all, good to see you. And second of all, you will be shocked how many people just accumulate troops and refuse to send them to die. Like, it's actually astonishing how many deadweight players there are in this style of game. Like, it's actually astonishing. You would be truly shocked. And it's unfortunate for those players, sort of, because ultimately good kingdoms have to zero their own players that don't contribute, because those players are making matchmaking harder and don't fight, which then drains your players that actually contribute even more. So you have to zero the non-contributors to protect your active players. And if you don't, then your active players will go to some other kingdom. Meanwhile, the casuals all scream out in horror as if, there's been a great disturbance in the force when a casual player has been zeroed for not contributing. Right? They scream out in terror and make this huge uproar about, oh my God, how dare you? How dare you not bend over backwards to save the player who does nothing for your kingdom? How dare you? It's like this weird dynamic of the hyper casuals screaming out in absolute terror at the possibility of making a kingdom competitive. It's so weird. and your kingdom dies. This is the crazy part, is that the casual players don't realize their kingdom will die if the top end players don't carry the weight of actually fighting. So like, you have to kill your dead weight. Sucks, but don't be in a kingdom that cares about competition if you feel this way. Like, the answer is not to freak out and cry about deadweight getting zeroed. It's to go to a more casual kingdom where you're an appropriate fit. Roberto, welcome to the Honor Guard. Yo, let's get those hype emojis for our new member. Let's freaking go. And a search emoji. See who becomes the next member of the channel. Yeah, I mean, you have people spending literally thousands of dollars to train troops to make a kingdom competitive and their account competitive. Meanwhile, you have other people who want to play more casually. And that's cool. Go somewhere else if you want to be casual about it, It just drives me insane. Drives me completely insane. Just saying. Drives me nuts, man. Like, you do realize this is a competitive war game, right? You know what you signed up for? And there are kingdoms where you can be super casual, not fight in KVK, and, not actually play the game, and that's cool. Ryan says, I'm tired of fighting, seriously. Well, 70% are not. Exactly. It is simple. There is no competition that says, yes, you must. This is I think one of the biggest misconceptions. People and kingdoms prioritize the most casual players, but the opposite is true. You must prioritize the most active players or you lose them. And they're the ones that actually drive the success of the kingdom. It's very simple. It actually is very simple. You must cater to your biggest contributors. Because your biggest contributors, like the top couple hundred players, disproportionately contribute to the success of the kingdom. Do you think Rock should add Ivor the Boneless? Ooh. That'd be badass. He was... God, what a character. Okay, Mr. Roro, do you need anything from me? We got even teams, both sides.
Just trying to sort last minutes.
Cool. You think we have enough?
I think so.
Hog, let's go. Justin, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, man. How are you today? We're going to check out a Flavius primary full gear in just a second. So, we're going to have archers to rally with, and unfortunately, nobody with iconic cav gear was able to join up. I think it would make sense to leave Koa in the roster in case by some magic he can attend, but sounds like he cannot.
He is still in the roster for now.
Okay, good. Good. That's good. I'm gonna pop a 25% expansion just because I can. I can pop a 50 probably too, but the 25s are basically free to me. Alright, we got Flavius YSS and Flavius Zeno that we're gonna test here. I have Flavius Honda as a preset. See, I told you I tested that already. Is Cortex at work? Who knows, man? I don't know how he works. Can you try a Pakal Herald against the Flavius? If we had a full gear Pakal Herald, we'd run it. I don't know that we have one ready to go here. An iconic Pakal Herald. Breakies, yes. Flavius YSS should be good when the Rally and Garrison are both below 50%. Don't you think Hold the Line will make or break Flavius Zeno? Hold the Line. That's Iron Spear. Where is Hold the Line? Oh, Hold the Line. When an army led by this commander contains only infantry units, gives troops a 10% chance to reduce damage taken by, I think it's 20% for 2 seconds. So every 10 seconds, you are reducing damage by a total of like, we'll call it 40% of mitigation across 10 seconds. This is not the right way to think about it, but it's like 4% damage taken reduction. No, I don't think it's make or break exactly. I don't know that I would call it make or break. I think if the garrison's getting swarmed, suddenly it gets a lot better. I don't know what the internal cooldown is on this ability. If there isn't one, then it gets really good for a swarmed garrison. Where's Scipio? He's chilling, man. On this account, I'm waiting for one more wheel. And then spin Scipio. Max him out probably after that one. I don't know if there's even a video to make when I expertise him the second time. It's just like, of course you expertised him the second time. Is there a new ticket player in 254? I don't keep up with the migration stuff, honestly. I probably should be better about that. Is your CJ max? Not on this account. Aren't Rage limited by talent tree and horn. Yeah, I might rage cap on some turns, but the turns where I don't, like I'm dramatically increasing the speed with which I fire off my active skills. And even if some turns I over rage from rejuvenate and horn and feral nature, for the turns where I don't, I think the percent damage boost is so high for firing off sooner that it's probably worth. We'll figure that out together in just a second. Roro, if you are in the middle of editing the roster, this is your last chance to smash the save button before the match starts.
I smashed the save button.
Let's go. Thank you again, Roro and Cortex, for helping set this up. Hopefully, I'll double check on Cortex's gear. He's got his Gilga equipped. City theme on. Commander tab set. All that good stuff. %5 defense token. For the record, the talent build that I have on Flavius, I don't know that this is good anti-swarm, right? If you're getting swarmed, you just don't need the rage. So if I were worried about getting swarmed, I'd be using a different build here, just to be super clear. That's not what we're testing. Okay. Time to join the practice match. I guess I better confirm everything so I don't mess it up here. I got gear, I got talents. I mean, I think we're good.
Which side are we going? The bottom
usually,
of left?
Yeah, bottom left side is where we go. Big fan of Chisgule says hi. Oh yeah, we definitely got enough people on the red side. We definitely got enough people on the blue side. We're good, baby. Let's go. Should I do 5511 Leo before investing in CPO? I don't think so. I think you just, in any situation where you're happy to have a 5511 Leo, you'd rather have a CPO? At the same skill levels? What civ am I? Germany. Fair ask. Ruz says GG. Get in voice, Mr. Ruz. Where are you?
Come on, Raz.
He's trying.
About accessories? What are the best for Nebu? Do you think Horn is fine? Horn Ring is where you want to be. Germany using an infantry garrison? Well, let's be clear. It's the KVK off-season, and I train a lot of troops. So, this is no KVK test exactly. And I may be a whale, but 20,000 gems worth of civ swapping sounds expensive for a test. That's 10,000 to swap once, 10,000 to swap back when I gotta go train again. So do you all prefer, and I am asking the folks that are in voice with me as well, do you prefer when a Mightiest Governor commander is really only viable in a rally or garrison? Or do you prefer when they're also really good for the field?
Low spender, so need elbow field, man. The most important thing is that the weak commanders are good for open field.
I mean, I kind of feel like if a rally or garrison is like too strong in the field and in a rally and garrison, I think that's probably not a good thing. Like, I like when they are, but it's better for all the free-to-play low spenders if they aren't. Do you see what I mean? Because you
I think they're doing it pretty good at the moment.
You sort of like force all the big whales to have to make a choice of like, will you be better at garrison or will you be better at field? Which I think is like a healthy choice to have to force. That makes sense?
Yeah, totally.
Right? Like...
And if a situation like with Attila, like everybody wanted Attila, but it was just a MGE commander, there was just so much drama that everybody wanted a MGE spot and stuff like this, it's not that good.
Yeah. You're right. It also reduces MGE drama. Because it's like, right, I don't need to go for that. It's just for garrison. Or it's just for rally. By the way, Bombas.
Yeah, we don't need another Attila.
Welcome to the honor guard. Yo, let's get those hype emojis for Bombas and a search emoji. See who becomes the next member of the channel. Let's freaking go. As a reminder, you can be a member of the channel for as low as $2 a month. Gives you access to the emojis, the badges, your name's in green, which makes me much more likely to see your chats. Because, like, the reality is that when there's 797 people in the chat and there's 10 chats per minute, it's, like, pretty tricky to keep up with what's happening in chat and actually do the things we're trying to do in game. Well, I'm a little late to that. Someone was faster than me, GG. Well, this is going to be fun. I'm really eager to see how this goes.
Yeah, but we could only test with archers.
Yeah. I'm definitely bummed we don't have the calves. But I think it'll still just be good to see.
Yep. True.
Plus, I mean, Koa is in the roster, so at any point in the match, if he frees up, he could join us for it, so that's good. How did you already get 5 iconics? I wish I had 5. I have 4. The second we join our next KVK, I saved a couple 100,000 of the Lost Canyon currency. So whatever that thing costs, I'll get that iconic really fast. Meeks. Hey, dude, member of the channel for over 2 years. Let's go. If you're enjoying the stream, go ahead and throw a like on the video. Yeah, hey. Do me the huge solid of throwing a like on the stream if you're having a good time. The iconic is super cheap, like 25k. Awesome, easy. Well, then I'll have it right away either way. But I saved a ton before we knew what the cost of that was going to be, because I thought, like, just in case they added something there, you know? I always hang on to some. Fake Nevsky 5-5. 5-1 or save for Archer. No solid cav pair. I mean, I would probably wait then. Like, the only reason you would not want to save is if you needed to pull the trigger immediately for KVK that you're fighting right now. And if you need to do that, that's a different story. I'm probably going to do Nevsky Song on my restart. I think it's going to be fine. What's the use of iconic? It increases your base stats. All right, red team, port in. So you can see here the iconic attribute is giving me +4 base attack to my infantry. The percent stats are a multiplier of your base stats. So getting base stats is actually like really good. Okay, looks like we got enough people in from the red team, although there are a few still at the starting area. I guess they'll have plenty of time to teleport when we take it back for testing anyways, if they're on red team. It's really blue team that's got to get everybody up.
Yep.
Because I'm going to hold the garrison as red team anyways. When will I be in KVK? So glad that you asked. Shameless plug. Tonight, I will be live streaming my entrance into KVK on my restart account. My restart account is 93 million power. I have a max Nevsky. I have a max Scipio, Trajan, CJ, Alex, Esong. Let's freaking go. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Swubbles, hello. So you can have 6 by the end of KVK, yeah. Dude, we got to queue up for those KVKs. Get those iconic crystals every time, baby. Big thank you again to everybody who could make it for testing today, and to Cortex and to Roro for helping organize this sucker. I appreciate you. Mr. Sheep in the chat, what's up, dude? Crafting in your stream? Not tonight, because I think there's already kind of enough to do in that stream, but a couple days later, probably, I will be crafting 2 KVK helmets and a Ring of Doom on my restart. So, it should be... I'm hoping for talents, but probably not going to get me. What should I get first, ring or horn? It depends on if you have a commander like Guan or Trajan in your lineup. They really benefit a lot from horn. Otherwise, probably ring. And in the grand scheme of things, I think players want more rings in their lineup than horns. I've been saying this for a while at this point, but like 3 horns, 5 rings, 1 dagger, 1 web is like, I think, best you can do. Arguments can be made about some other items, like, you know, the war drums. I think that's a little bit dependent on what you actually, like, use in the open field, you know? Like, if you're using Trajan and William, like I do, I feel like war drums just means you're more likely to overage, but I don't know. Sir Redders, hey, thank you for the super. Hope you're well. Big love from LG2 Kingdom 1196. Cheers, I appreciate you. Okay, we ready for me to get in this garrison?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go full infantry first. Flavius, Zeno. All right, everybody, fill her up. I don't know if I'm an officer.
Oh, I think you're all the officer.
A little awkward. Because when I swap in, someone will need to make me captain.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Oh, wait, Roro, you're on this side. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
You're R5 now, right?
Yep, I'm R5 right now with my alt.
Let's go. Okay. Good stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna start rallying now.
Yeah, let's get Cortex to launch these rallies. I know he said he wasn't able to be in voice. Bit of a rip.
Oh, he said he crashed.
Sadness. It's okay, we got time. There's only a couple combos we really need to test. I think what we do is we run 3 times archers with this combo, the Zeno, and then I'll switch it up. We'll do 3 more times. Same archer combo. And I'll use YSS as the secondary. And then we'll take requests for other archer combos. Someone was saying Ramses would be kind of interesting. Can we see the archer equipment? Yeah, I have a picture from the other day of Cortex's archer equipment. Give me a second to get that. Should just save it to my album, actually. It's somewhere in my messages, I think, with Resin Cortex, or maybe he sent it to me directly. I think he sent it to me directly. Yeah, okay, hold on. Where's my Cortex conversation? There it is. Maybe? Oh yeah, I got it. Alright, I'm gonna save it to my album. Pull up my album. Okay, here's the archer gear for this test. I mean, he doesn't have the ring proc, he doesn't have the horn proc, but otherwise it's pretty much the equivalent gear. I guess I have the KVK helmet and I have the KVK weapon. But the set bonus for archers is actually good at 6Ps. It's 5% health, so. Okay, I'm back in game. All right. Chisgule is ignoring me. Oh, hey, Salty Cornflakes. There's the rally. Let's go. So what's interesting here is that both Flavius and Gilgamesh reduce the normal attack damage that you take. I mean, it kind of makes sense that Zeno primary will be better here. Not only do I think the support tree is just better, but also you really want Zeno to boost your all damage and then have Flavius do a lot of damage. That just makes sense, right? So I feel like the only thing we need to really learn here is if the Flavius YSS is somehow better than Zeno primary, Flavius secondary. But let's run this test a couple times. I might still win, actually, surprisingly. Nope. Maybe not. Max Nebu are safe for new archers. Pass opening next week. Oh, that's rough. I don't know how to advise you there. I mean, if you need the commander for a rally for your kingdom, then you need the rally. But if you're talking about just open fielding, I think it's fully justified if you want to spend now, and it's also fully justified if you want to save if your sculpture velocity is too low to get the new archers when they come out. So that's pretty tough. Do you not have like a decent other commander you could use? This is bad news. Flavius primary here. But also good news for, I think, a consistent and expected result. Like, this is what I think I would have expected. Like, this should not do as well as, you know, primary. IMO. Alright, clear out of the garrison, please. Chicken Zamboni. Could I get a space in the garrison? Thank you. Alright, now let's top it up. And, can you make me captain in the garrison and we'll get the rally set? All right, we're good for the rally to launch. Flavius E-Song? Man, I don't think so. I mean, we could goof off and try some stuff, right? But I don't think so. What do you think about Expertise Quan CPO versus a 5155 Quan CPO? Is there a big difference? I mean, I think that CPO is actually one of the commanders for which having the Expertise Quan makes sense. Because you'll get shields and it'll increase your skill damage 15%. And CPO has 2 ways of doing skill damage. Plus, there's Guan. Legend Ronnie did not get zeroed. He did lose a bunch of power. I think that was intentional to support a migration for the kingdom or something of that nature.
Cav in the rally.
Cav in the rally.
Whoopee.
Oh no. I didn't see any Cav. Oh, wait. Oh yeah. Nah. That's all good. We'll be testing any pairs other than archers. Unfortunately, I think we'll only be doing archers. Unless we're able to be joined midway by Koa. So, fingers crossed. Here's the report, 200,000 to 161,000. You may recall that when we did this with the opposite order, we got the opposite result. Let me find that. Yeah, see? The result actually just, like, fully flipped from I win by about 40k to I lose by about 40k if you use the Flavius primary. Which, again, it all just makes sense. Like, Zeno skill damage reduction is amazing from the support tree. Plus, you boost your damage by, what is it, 30%? And then smash with that Flavius skill damage is just nasty. That's where you want to be. Oh, rally's hitting. Let's go. I love 1-minute rallies. Can you imagine if they had 1-minute rallies in KVK? That'd get real dicey. Winner would be the side that had the momentum, I'll tell you that much. What about Martel Flavius? No, I mean, I don't think so. I don't think anything can revive Martel and Constantine as Garrison captains, really. New Archer Commander should do 3,000 damage factor circular AoE with a 40% debuff. Oh, man. I sure hope not. Richard secondary. I wish I understood this before KVK 1, but a healing effect is basically like putting more troops back into the garrison. So healing is actually not good in the garrison. Now, it works with Zeno because she's doing so much more than healing. But, like, it's dude, the healing effects are just really bad. Like, you'd rather have something other than healing and then just put more troops from outside the garrison into the garrison to get the same effect. Bursan, thank you for the super chat. Why not try Guan CPO? Since Koa's not here. I don't know if we have an iconic Guan CPO handy. Appreciate the super chat. Alright, clear on out of there. We run one more test with this, and then I'll switch it up. But this looks pretty consistent and matches what I was expecting. Dude, I love this Osmond on Osmond action right now. Alright, make a space in that garrison for me if you don't mind. So I can go back to my city and be the top off. That's probably fine. Okay, fill it up, make me captain, and let's do this thing. Oh, okay, yeah, we're ready. We run this one more time, and then we'll try the YSS. And then we'll come back and try some Ramses. Sure. I assume Cortex has Ramses. I actually don't know if he does. We could also try Constantine secondary. Like, that intrigues me. I don't know that it's good, but what would Constantine get us?
He said he doesn't have Ramses.
Oh, rip. Okay, we won't test Ramses then. I didn't think he had Ramses. Because I haven't ever seen him use him. My Constantine, there he is. We'll try Constantine, Flavius Constantine. I want to do that. Reduces damage taken by 10%. Reduces the attack by 40%. Gives me 40% health. It would be good against cavalry. And then there's the big heal. Skill damage taken reduction when you have a shield. No shields from Flavius. We could try it. I'm not excited about it, obviously. I feel like you'd be better off with the Constantine as the primary, for whatever that's worth. Oh, am I gonna win this? Am I doing this? Nope, probably not. Martel Relic does not increase counterattack damage. It gives... I mean, technically it does, because it gives 25% attack and 5% health. But it is not a straight counterattack boost. We can try Flavius with Charles secondary. Like, I'm open to do it. I think the other way around, Charles primary, Flavius secondary, would just be much better. But I think what we wanted to show here is how Flavius primary with YSS secondary would perform. That's our main objective here. So we'll do that next. Martel, 30% counterattack, plus Flavius, 20% counterattack. Well, keep in mind that YSS also has 30% counterattack. It's triggered. We can test with Martel. The thing is, like, these old gen commanders, like, they just don't have the punch that you really need. I don't think we have an iconic Pakal Herald ready, unfortunately. Flavius Wu might do well. It's conceivable. I would probably do Wu primary. My, like, great fear is that we enter KVK in a heroic anthem and I need the Wu Zetian support skill. That's my greatest fear. Because I don't have it. That would be really frustrating. And her support skill is really good. Okay. Let's clear out of there. I'm gonna get my mixed march ready. And I'm gonna need a bunch of space in this thing for my mixed march. To get some folks to clear out for me. I got him. Thank you. Let's top it off. You can make me the captain. There we go. Cheers. Nicely done. Let's get these rallies set. This is the real moment of truth coming up. So, still the result seems to have flipped. When we use the Zeno as the secondary, it actually is just not as good as Zeno primary. Makes sense. Easy to understand. Boost your all damage, then use your active skill. And again, this skill tree is just so good. Sorry, not skill tree. The support tree is so good. Skill tree bad. Support tree good. Right? Like, emergency protection, way more important than it seems. Loose formation, god tier. I mean, this is also nice. A little bit of extra attack. But this test is going to be really interesting and important. Flavius Theo. Oh, yeah, we can do that. 100% we can do that. That's a great idea. Why don't we do that? I'm into it. I'm pretty sure that Theo doesn't clear blood craving, though, which is a bit of a rip. Moment of truth here. Full iconic testing. I mean, if this can't beat the archers, then, like, there's no sense using it. Worth mentioning that although YSS benefits when they get below 50%, you may remember that Gilgamesh also does 20% more damage, I believe, when the target is below 50%. So they benefit equally from that effect. We'll confirm that in the skill descriptions, but off the top of my head, that does sound right. No matter how you slice it, though, I think this did not do nearly as well as the Zeno primary did. Is it possible to do Zeno Flav with Swarming, Garrison, and Rally? I think we would have needed to do more preparation for that. To make sure we're swarming them both with, like, the same marches and the gear's the same. I like what you're getting at, though. I think this is still going to lose. It's really close. So the other thing Blood Craving does, if I remember correctly, is it makes the target take more skill damage. It's not just about the healing debuff. Pardon me. Welcome, Libra, to the Honor Guard. Let's get those hype emojis for Libra. And a search emoji. See who becomes the next member of the channel. Let's go. Well, I mean, this is about as close as it gets. Oh, Garrison won. Okay. I have 2,000 troops left in my march. That was a... Oh, that is like... You can't ask for a more even trade than what just happened. That's about as even as it gets. We'll run it again. Let me get a look here. Cool, I'm captain. I love it. Let's go. To show you, YSS, when fewer than 50% of troops remain, deal 20% increased damage. So when I get below 50%, I do 20% increased damage. And Gilgamesh, deal 20% increased damage to enemy troops that have fewer than 50% of units remaining. So literally, Gilgamesh gets his ability to turn on at the same time that you get the ability to turn on from YSS. So they negate each other. It's actually kind of cool for this testing. Yeah, we're going to do 2 more like we're doing right now. So this test plus 1 more, because I... Like, look, there's a lot of randomness in this game. Like, you can't just look at one battle report and assume you understand that you can't assume it reflects the most common outcome, you know? So you got to run a couple. That's probably a visual bug. It is, thank goodness. I was like, oh god, Freddy primary, GG. But we're good. Visual bug on my end. Freddy even heals. Just gonna get wrecked by Gilgamesh. Flavius Julius Caesar meta? I don't think so. You can see here the skill with, or the frequency with which I'm firing off the active skills. It's really fast. In the grand scheme of things, like, this is pretty quick. That's the combination of Rejuvenate and Feral Nature and a Horn. This is very even, though, I feel. Ooh, might win this one. Flavius and YSS for city? I don't particularly think so. I'd have to put more thought into it. In general, I don't love abilities that only activate when the enemy is below 50% for defending your city, because there's a good chance that they'll cancel before that happens. Should I make Ring of Doom or Horn? If you're planning to put it on like a Guan or a Trajan, I think Horn is going to be more impactful. But if you're just looking for something generally like strong, Ring of Doom. It's just a very easy choice. Also, I guess for XY Nevsky, right? Like if you have an XY primary, Horn is pretty solid. Okay. Fill this sucker back up. We'll run this one more time, and then I think I'll switch to... Yeah, oh, I won that by a fair margin, actually. You see, this is why we run tests multiple times. 166 to 200. Actually, not much of a different margin than when we use Zeno. Okay, let's get this preset going. Well, I don't know if I can because the march is out of my city. Just kidding. Okay, we'll do it later. Captain is set. Obelisk is full. Rally's set. Let's go. Try 5-minute reinforced rallies and garrisons. It's just, it's hard to do that and like consistently execute in a way where we'd say, oh, that's like perfectly fair for like both the rally and the garrison. I'm not opposed. Could ring procs be the reason? I mean, so there's a bunch of randomness here. There's ring procs. There is The 4th skill on YSS. On Gilgamesh, there is randomness as well, as to whether or not blood craving is applied when big skill damage is being dealt. Also, Nebu has a little bit of randomness. It's like a chance to trigger some damage factor here on normal attacks. Having that trigger at the very start of the fight, it's like a pretty big deal. Oh, rally's hitting. Was that rally full? Probably. I'll double check in the report.
I think it's not.
I think it was not full, actually.
No?
I
thought I checked and saw it.
It might have
I
been.
thought
I just, when I looked at it, it looked like it had dropped.
I was the last
pretty-
one to join. I topped it off with
Oh,
few matches.
then it
so
was full.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I
Good,
think
good,
it
good.
was full.
Okay. So Judicious just loses troops really fast. At the start, anyways. Yeah, rally full, says Lord Mercy. Okay, cool. Is Ruz still active? Yeah. Flavius Theo would be good to see. We could definitely run that. That is actually the combo I am most interested in seeing next, actually. My CPO is not expertise currently. We have Inventory Wheel of Fortune coming up, so I'm gonna spin it. The blood craving debuff is actually not irrelevant. It increases skill damage taken by 15%. The healing aspect is irrelevant. But I mean, I would use blood craving. A lot of people do this. They use Gilgamesh just for the skill damage taken. Right? So, to show you. Yeah, blood craving targets take 15% increased skill damage. This is why people like Gilgamesh. It's kind of like a mini tankier Tommy. What do I think about Desert Conquest? I think that my kingdom is not interested in queuing for it. And so, for as long as that's true, like, I don't know when I'll play it. So we ran 3 reports. 1 is even, 1 I won, and 1 I lost. So I would say that the Zeno is the better choice as the primary with Flavius, which just makes sense when you think about their interaction. But let's get a Theo test running here. I have the Theo. May as well get some use out of her. I think this will over-index on how good Theo is. In other words, I think in actuality, she's going to be worse. And that is because in this fight, 50% of the fight, I'll be over 50% and getting the 10% all damage. Whereas in an actual KVK situation, that's just not how it's going to go. I can top it off probably and kill it. Oh, no. Can I get space? Thank you very much. All right. Now we need a top off. It's like a 5,000 some top off. Thank you very much, Mira. I appreciate it. I am captain. Let's do this thing. Unfortunately, we don't have an iconic Gilga Ram rally ready. What are the best commanders for Garrison and Rally in KVK 3?
Do you mean XY Nevsky?
Also XY Nevsky, but Gilga Ram is...
Gilga Ram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Gilga Neb. I still think Gilgan Neb is just generally better. Like, it's got more edge. The counterattack is really good, actually.
We need some more archers in the rally.
Whoopi's got the top off, it looks like. Nice.
Yeah, it's full.
GG, well played. Let's see how it goes. I feel like generally anytime you'd use Theo, you'd have preferred a YSS. So let's see. Oh, this is not looking great. I mean, I think this would be kind of cute to weave in if they have a bunch of things nearby that you can AoE because they're used to your running, like, you know, Zeno and Flavius together, so they get lazy. This is not looking great. This is full infantry. It was mixed when we did the YSS. I brought the mixed part. I brought 50k of archers and cavalry. Oh, this is pretty bad. Do I see Flavius becoming meta in Arc? I think it could be with Zeno. Try Flavius Esong. I mean, I think if Flavius Theo does bad, Flavius Esong will do worse. I'm going to bring in Constantine. And let's try a Constantine real quick. I don't think Cortex has Cyrus maxed. Okay. Let's try Constantine. I'm curious. Yeah, that report's pretty bad. 226 to 150 just about. So I know I only ran one, but we only got 13 minutes left, you know? And Garrison's full. Perfect. Let's make me captain and we're ready. Now, the weirdness here is that Constantine's big heal is going to trigger, and this is going to, like, completely throw off the results. The big heal matters so much more in this unreinforced test than it does otherwise. Like, the heal has, like, no relevance in a KVK rally. But in this situation, it's really good. So all that to say is, if this does bad even with the big Constantine heal, then you know it's miserable. Some Flavius Esong reports are actually not bad. I mean, what the heck? We'll do Esong next. That's fine. I'm game to try stuff. I put mixed troops? I don't think so.
We need another top off of the rally.
Uh-oh, people running out of archers. Data, we gotta start to fat fill with Freddy. Freddy Caesar. Hog. Get them to rally your city. Oh man, I suppose we could do a city rally. Nevsky equals Saladin 2.0. CPO equals Alex 2.0. New archers will be Eddie 2.0. And new leadership commanders will be Wu 2.0. That's an interesting theory.
We need more. Oh, we need to restart it again.
Yeah, I think people who have archers gotta send a fat march if they can. So just use like you have Caesar Freddy or Barca Freddy or one of those situations. Even CPO if you know, old CPO if you had to. Yeah, there we go.
Just
Caesar
one more
Mehmed.
march. Let's go. Okay, we're full.
There we go.
Whoop is the critical factor.
Whoopee. Yeah, your rally's good. Dude, so many of you are running Ottoman. Holy wow. That rally is half Ottoman. What are we? Oh, we got a little France up in here. Some Vikings. Oh, it's France. All right, we have about the same amount of special units on both sides, actually. All right, everybody. Constantine secondary. I have some doubts. Not looking good. Dude, if I win, it's only because of the Constantine heal in a second. This report is going to make it look like this is a decent garrison. Did it trigger yet? Must have. Constantine primary would have been better. I agree. Support tree would have been way better. But you know, you can't move gear mid-match. The thing is that I can test Charles Martel as a secondary, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, you'd always use Charles primary, Flavius secondary. Basically, Constantine equals punching bag. You know, the funny thing is that there was a time where Martel and Constantine was actually a great garrison. That time, by the way, was like KVK 2 and 3. I forget who had asked best rallies and garrisons, KVK 2 and 3. Charles with Constantine's really good. Saladin with Esong is a shockingly good garrison. Edward and Tommy is a really good rally. Esong El Cid, a shockingly good rally. This is bad. This did not work. Yeah, the heal only triggers once on Constantine. That's right. It healed for 76,000. It's like irrelevant. Esong Tommy garrison. Interesting. That was a disaster. Don't do that. Flavius Esong. Like, I'm telling you this is going to be really bad, but we can do it. Just trying to think if there's, like, anything better we could run. I don't think we have anything. We can do it to appease the people. Where's my Esong? Too many commanders? Okay. Can I get somebody to bump out of the garrison for me? Thank you. Alright, fill it back up. Let's make me the captain, launch this rally. And then you can rally my city, lol. Cool. Garrison's ready. If I had Woo, we could test Woo, but unfortunately I don't. Will the rally go through with 5 minutes? Yeah, we got this. These are pretty fast. Oof, that report though. How bad is it? Pretty bad. I mean, I think Zeno primary was just way better. Oh, cat rally going on over here. Okay. Rally is good. Nice. Swarm Cortex. I could Swarm Cortex. As soon as this wraps up, we're going to go and do Card King. Oh, there's that instant proc damage from Nebu, by the way. That 22k. That 800 damage factor is nasty. Oh, yeah, this is going really poorly. Dude, this generates so much rage. It's actually just completely nuts. E-Song generates rage. Feral Nature generates rage. Rejuvenate and Horn generate rage. You can't fire off your active skills much faster than this. The only thing actually majorly reducing the speed with which they fire their active skills is Nebu. He reduces rage. It's pretty gross. Dude, I like how there's all this chaos going on with people having some fun, but that none of it has interfered with testing. That's awesome. Flavius Theo, it did not go well. Yeah, I'm interested in the Charles Flavius combo a little bit too, but I think Charles has to be the primary. And you can't switch gear mid-match, so it's something that we'd have to run some other time. Okay, good luck, have fun. Full chaos mode. Do whatever you want. I have no gear equipped on my commanders. This is bad.
People are swarming my ult. Yeah, that has some YSS there. Good luck.
I rallied Cortex with Flavius and CPO, and I'm winning. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, no, now I'm not winning. I have 33 seconds to burn Cortex. I think I got him. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, man. Okay. Ugh. Go YSS, go. That was fun. All right. GG. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Big thank you to Cortex and Roro for setting this thing up. I really appreciate you. Check the eSong report. Oh, yeah, we'll go find that. Buried underneath all those crazy ones. Yeah, so that went pretty poorly. Flavius eSong. Ugh. Tonight, on my restart, we're entering KVK, so I'll be streaming that as well. Should be very fun. Where's that report on the city? Oh, that's the city I reinforced. Okay. That was my Flavius rally. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Mandingo, thank you for the super chat. I thought the Constantine heal doesn't work in Garrison. So what do you think about having Zeno, Flavius, Garrison, and Arc? And all of their marches filling with Constantine and you switch over? Yeah, that switch thing is tricky. I don't like relying on those sorts of tricks. I get that it might work, but it's just takes too much attention is the problem. I think Zeno Flavius is going to be a good Garrison and Arc. The only problem is that Zeno Flavius walks very slowly. Very, very, very slowly. That's the real downfall. That's a long walk, man. Dig for the desert. That's right, Desert KVK, here we come. GG. For those that didn't know, our only options right now are Strife of the Eight or Desert Conquest. So, rip. Big rip. When will your new KVK be released? I hope we get some new KVK formats soon. Aren't we supposed to get some new KVK formats? Guess
Yes,
we'll see.
but please no walking.
What's that?
No walking.
No
Long
walking.
walks.
Yeah, no long walk KVKs. If I want a long walk by the beach, I'd go to the beach. Long walk by the sand. Just go to the beach. No desert KVK. Oh, I overfilled this rally. GG. You think there will be an infantry skin in the Season of Conquest shop anytime soon? I don't know that they're going to change the Season of Conquest loot tables anytime soon, honestly. Feels unlikely to me that they're changing those loot tables. Oh, I think somebody's maybe joining that. Did I overfill that rally too? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay. Finish off these nodes I started instead of being rude. Let me jump over to my restart and show you what's going on there. Oh, first though, switch up my gear for Canyon Lol. Obviously. Wand gear. Let's go. Nebu. Got it. Trajan. Good. Nevsky. Good. Am I missing anybody? Yes. Who did I miss? One. Trajan. Oh, XY. There we go. Not on my city. I'll have to do that one later. GG. I'm almost certainly gonna forget about that. And then be like, why is my XY getting wrecked in Canyon? Okay, here is my restart. Let's get a look at this real quick. Check how we're doing on our rank. Kingdom rank. We are 7th. Are we taking 6th? Probably not. Would I prefer if we were 6th? I think so. March speed would be nice. But I don't think we're doing enough forts to close that gap. Now you may be thinking, whoa, are you worried that you're in 7th? And I would say absolutely not. We made really nearly 0 effort to push rank in this. So I think kingdoms are starting to realize that, like, even if you preferred the rewards in Eve of the Crusade, even if you preferred those rewards from stage 1, you'd rather just spend all that AP in KVK and get crystals. Straight up. So, not really not worried about it. Although I do need to join some Barb Fort rallies. I recognize that maybe that's not the most exciting thing to watch, so we'll maybe go do some Canyon. Which I recognize some people would also say that's not the most exciting thing to watch. Okay. I recently made a change to my lineup. I don't know if it's good. I'm using Mulan. Does 254 push for top places? We used to. But I don't think we do anymore. We didn't in our last KVK. I'm now using Trajan Mulan, which I think might be better. I don't know. I have a relic, so we'll see. We'll see how I end up liking it. Where do I want my Trajan? Probably over here. Let's do this thing. Make farm equipment, please. Live stream. I actually did a video where I made a bunch of farm equipment. This is true. This happened. Do I watch football? Not really. I don't really have much free time. How are the skills on my Mulan? 5511? So, it's a little debatable as to whether or not that's actually viable. But I just kind of figured, am I going to get more from a 5511 Mulan or like a 5533 Martel? Like, I think the Mulan does more for me here. Okay, I won that one. Technically, I could abuse the position of his Richard here. And I actually am... I think I'm going to do it. I think I am going to abuse where he put that Richard March. Let's see if this works out for me. Might not. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. How was Flavius Garrison? Not as good as a Zeno primary. Flavius is a great commander. Secondary to Zeno, in my opinion. This is going to be interesting. Oh, just chunked that health down on that Richard Constantine. Wow. Okay, I beat his off lane technically a little bit faster. But now what happens? Okay, that Martel Herald melted. I thought that might happen. I think I got this now. I needed to position that off lane up one so that I couldn't line up all my tanky marches like I did. Okay. Let's do a couple more. Yeah, see, this is a good configuration because I can't line up in that sort of hacky way against their lineup. Okay, I gotta get to front rows here. And that's a Charles Martel with Mulan. But that's a Nevsky in the top lane? Oh, man, that's a tough nut to crack. What do I want to do about that? This is pretty awkward. I don't love lining up this way. Like, I don't want to put my CPO into that and just have it get wrecked. I think I want my Trajan Mulan to get wrecked, actually. Let's try it. Trajan Mulan is doing as many buffs as when it's full health as when it is almost dead. So if there's any March that just is a sacrifice, that seems decent. The problem is that it's supposed to be guarding my E-Song, so this could go poorly for me. Oh man, his Guan is like looking super thick. Oh, but his Joan of Arc got obliterated. Okay, well, we'll see. I think this works out in my favor. Yeah, I think I got this. That Nevsky is looking full health. But I don't think it matters at this point. Wow. Love from 2120? Cheers. Why do I have the Siege with Nevsky? It's an anchor. It slows the march down so it doesn't get to its destination too quickly. Oof. This is tough. I don't love doing this way. That Constantine Mulan is going to be so hard to work through. Whatever, I'm going to keep the same lineup. I watched your YouTube video about new CPO. Find a best pairing yet? I mean, I think Honda Tadakatsu might be the best pairing besides, I'll say, obviously, the Guan pairing. Let's see how this goes for me. I'm working through his Constantine, but not as fast as he's getting through my Trajan Mulan, which is kind of awkward. But I think I'm doing pretty well here. I think this is kind of where I want to be. Maybe? Oh, maybe not. He might have me, actually. It's really close. I'm surprised how long that Guan CPO lived. Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise. Are my Alex shields actually reaching this march? That would be sick if they were. I mean, it's looking... I don't know. He might have me. This is very close. And that Guan is just going to be wrecking me, the Guan CPO, off to the side there. This is closer than it looks. Uh-oh. I think I got him, but barely. It's about as close as you can get. Guan CPO is overrated? I don't know about that. But I do think I'll continue to use Guan Leo, so... cool, a couple more. If that was a Max Leo, he would have got me. Yeah, probably. Verification, bruh. Okay. How do I actually want to line this up? Wow, that is like all damage marches. GG. Do I want to lane against all these damage marches? Oh, CPO Constantine's actually kind of diabolical. That's actually pretty diabolical. I think I want to run it this way. Pretty nervous. See how it goes. That was close. That was really close. Guan CPO is not the way. Only a dueling pair. Don't go to field war with that in KVK. Trust me. Very interesting. I think if you were bringing only one march to the field, though, like, that's what you would bring. Like, one infantry march. I don't think you could justify... Oh, this guy's going to beat me, for sure. Yeah, there's that Constantine. You know, dude, this guy's got me for sure. Oh, yeah. That's 100% expertise commanders on their side. Dang. Oh, I'm Dunsky. At least I think I'm Dunsky. Yeah, they got me big time. I don't think I could turn this around either. I could try again, but I think they'll beat me. Because that CPO Constantine is just going to be a monster to chew through. That's the real issue here. I don't even know how I'd line this up. If I did this... Oof, I don't know, guys. That guy was VIP 18? Uh-oh. Well... Yeah, I mean, they very much outclassed me here. Let's see what I can do if I line up the way I did here. So that works out in my favor. Even though my off lane died first, I kept all my rage, whereas he dropped his rage bars, I think. But look at this positioning he's got against my marches. Like, my Alex is just gonna eat it from AoE. That's a disaster. And look how tanky his CPO Constantine is. That's nice. He's definitely got me. Yeah, if he's VIP 18, I can't take that. Alright, one more. I beat this. I probably can't beat this by Fairy Wings. What's the result? Use a Zeno primary instead. It was better. TLDR. How's that for a TLDR? Okay. I think this is an okay way to line this up. I don't know. Would I rather have my Guan? I think my Guan has to chew through their top lane is the problem. Let's try it this way. Reason for siege on Nevsky? No, I don't lose the fourth skillet. It dies almost immediately and then we're good. It's an anchor to keep my march in a certain position. In this particular fight, it doesn't really matter, but there are fights where having the anchor is relevant. I made a dedicated video about how to eke out more wins in Canyon that you might want to check out. It talks all about anchoring and other things. So, yeah, my top lane got wrecked. GG. I think I'll start doing better once I make some more equipment. That'll happen in a couple days on this account. Oh, I'm super wrecked here. Big time. William is just absolutely disgusting in this game mode. If you can get his skill to land, it's really good. Alright. Would you rather use Joan or 5511 Mulan in Canyon? I don't have Trajan. If you don't have Trajan, you should just use Joan. Easy choice. Easy choice. Just use the Joan, for sure. Joan's great. Ooh, I'll try join this rally. We got some Marauder encampments. Let's go. So I don't know if the Mulan is better or if the Charles is better. I mean, given that both of them are not maxed, that is. I'm actually not sure which one performs better in Canyon for me. I think it's a toss-up. Ooh, Marauder for it? Oh, already getting rallied. GG. Another one? Can I find another one? Want to buy a Barb Fort Finder? I get why they don't have one of those, though, because it will be entirely too overpowered. Barb Fort Finder, way too OP. Word Daddy Chat, hey, thank you for the super chat. You test Trajan CPO yet? You know, I haven't done Murder Ball testing with Trajan CPO. If so, will you put XY Honda and Nevsky William? So here are the things that I'm going to do. Guan Leo stays the same no matter what. I think that Cyrus and Nebu stays the same no matter what. But what changes around is either the Cav Marches. Yeah, it's probably the Cav Marches, where either I'm going to use XY and Honda with Nevsky and William, and then my infantry march is like Trajan CPO, or I'm going to use CPO with XY. CPO with XY? CPO with Honda. Man, I swear. Brain fart. CPO with Honda. Then XY with Nevsky. And then Saladin with William. That's the comparison point. So the question is, what's better in the Murder Ball? Is it Trajan CPO? Or is it CPO Honda? And I'm going to run some 5v5 tests and get a sense of that. 5v5 tests are not exactly perfect, but you know, whatever. Okay. Smash this. What is the best commander? I mean, it's either CPO or Nevsky, and they're both really good. That player's too far. Oh, God. Double C primary. But it's time for me to go grab some lunch and tuck my kid in for a nap. If you've enjoyed the live stream, throw a like on here. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll be back this evening joining KVK on this account, which I'm pretty hyped to do. Crafting soon. Quick plug for the Legendary Guard. Crit Horn, Bat Signal to Chisgule real time. Got advice before choosing. Hey, cheers, man. Thank you for the super chat. For those that don't know, my channel has several tiers of membership. For $2 a month, you get access to the badges, the emojis, name and green in the chat. But for $5 or $10, you also get access to a Discord channel in my Discord server, discord.gg/Chisgule. And my Legendary Guard is where I am most responsive, as Word Daddy Chad was saying. You put out the bat signal for like, hey, I just crit this horn. How should I talent this thing? And we had a conversation about it right then and there on the spot, which is pretty chill. So consider becoming a member of the channel. But for now, time to tuck my kid in. I gotta sing songs and do nap time. You know, you can't miss that, man. Trust me, you can't miss that. If you don't have kids, you just gotta take my word for it. It's one day that advice will make so much sense to you. If you enjoyed the stream, throw a like. Consider subscribing. We'll be back tonight. Entering KVK, this account. Buying all the bundles for crystals. At least the pop-up bundles. Until next time, you have fun. Smashing the kingdom. Take care, everybody.